Hi, parents of our Aquarius children. Welcome to Parental Guidance. This is your reading for January 2019. Welcome to the new year. Woo woo. Make sure you watch the welcome video because there is a special incentive for you guys to be able to receive your child's and your 2019 overview. So the overall theme, I'm so excited for your Aquarius children. I see healing. I see your children healing from the past, digging deep to kind of heal the wounds from within and to make themselves more stronger, more internally fortified. I see nurturing of the self, but really spending some time to detoxify their bodies of things that no longer serve them, and it's almost like this regeneration of anew, like they are regenerating themselves. So for the month of January, your little baby is embodying the kingfisher energy, and they're very focused. You know, they have all these what look like fish around them, and they're not really paying much attention to the distractions around them. They're very focused. Go ahead and pause this so you can read it. But it speaks of peace, abundance, and love. And I see a lot of internal stability for them. You know, in order to be at peace, it's almost like within they have to be centered. So, very good. Their vibration is nurturing themselves. So if they do have any health issues, I advise orange, eating citrus, vitamin C. But I do see, you know, the connection between orange and inflammation in the body, or being around the color orange. It's bright. So just keep that in mind. But there's definitely taking some time out to nurture themselves this month. Hopefully it's like, it's at an angle. Maybe it's just the cards. But yeah, any digestive, chest ailments, anything like that pertaining to their immune system. Just keep that in mind. They have the Crocodile card in reverse. And I definitely see a change within themselves. That's what it looks like in the reverse, but I'll show it so you can see it at least in the upright. Very beautiful orange card again. They have like the first, or this, you know, the three cards in the middle, they're all elements of oranges and yellow. But I see a change from within happening. It could be that your child is experiencing puberty. It could be, you know, a change within themselves that feels uncomfortable at first, and they're having to come into it and to embrace it. Being, you know, afraid of the change, reluctant to the change. But it's definitely something internal that's transpiring. That's their challenge for January. Now, their emotional energy, it's not that they're going to be in regret, but this is asking them to look in the present. We cannot change the past. We cannot undo what is. We can only live in the moment and, you know, hope for the future, but essentially all we have is today. And this card is asking them to focus on what is. You know, work on what is presently in front of them, you know, with their ability to do so. You know, just being present-minded. Their goal, they have the I am playful card in reverse. Go ahead and pause so you can read this. But I just see them withdrawn. I see them being serious. I see them doing the inner work. I see them very self-focused, not you know, dispersing their energy outward and being playful, not this external burst, but more so coming inward and conserving their energy, using their energy for themselves, and not even conserving like they're not using it, but that energy is going to be directed internally for their growth, and it's going to go to work. So I don't know why I feel the need to angle those cards, but that's what I'm going to do. Now for the month of January, the first week, actually the first 3 weeks, I'll talk about this. I wanted to say I'll touch on this, but talking about these first 3 weeks in January, they're all in reverse. Now it's not negative, it's just a different spin on it, but they all serve the purpose, because we end up with an upright card about creating something. So we have the Fates card in reverse, and it speaks of just frustration, something happening that we may not like, don't understand, why did this happen, and it leaves us feeling at a loss. And we don't have to take that loss on. We don't know why things happen, but twice now I've seen the word acceptance, and I feel like your child is coming to a place where they just accept it as it is and moving forward. 2 or 3 times I've probably seen the word acceptance, but it's encouraging them. Life will get better. Maybe it's not something that happens, but it's reflecting upon what has happened in the past, not liking what has happened, and then, just moving into wanting to accept or make peace with it, so that they can move forward and heal. In the second week, they have the leg up card in reverse. Now, I sense, Aquarians are stubborn. They're fixed signs. And so they may not want to share their ideas. They may not want to collaborate with others. But this is essential and very important for them to do so. It says, are you always insisting on doing everything by yourself? Do you have little faith that help will come? So it's asking them to maybe reach out, not being afraid to be vulnerable, to ask for help. And it's fear-based. If you can do it yourself, you don't have to worry about it being exposed and vulnerable and whatnot. So this is encouraging them to open up. It says you cannot do life all by yourself. Once you shift your expectations, you'll be amazed by how quickly help arrives to give you a leg up. In the third week, they have to be fair in reverse. And I almost see it as accepting something, some level of stubbornness. There's some kind of injustice that they are toying with or just mulling over. And it says that they may experience an injustice, or they may see something that something that was wrong is corrected, essentially. Maybe they come to the rescue of someone else, but it almost seems like things are starting to turn around, thankfully, in their favor. And, things are becoming undone. They're beginning to sense the power that they truly have to make a difference. They're coming into their own confidence, which is causing like this positive shift. And finally, towards the end of the month, that wholeness, that health brings them into a state of creativity, infusion, manifestation, bringing things into fruition. So it's almost like because they are coming into themselves, they've nurtured themselves into healing, they're able to see things clearly and, just be more productive. What's changing for them this month, the transition that you may notice, is a dietary change. So whether this is an outright diet, mental diet, physical diet, they may change what they're eating, changing what they let in their system, whether it be food, thoughts. So just be mindful that your child may, especially with the new year, of course, and Aquarians, coming into the latter half of January, they may desire to change their fitness habits, to work out a little bit more if they're older, something of that nature. So just be mindful. There's definitely something with their diet or their intake that's transforming in a positive way. And the solution to all this healing and this regeneration and rethinking and reopening themselves, it's to just open their heart. It says your potential for greater love rests in opening your heart. Blockages and wounds from your past will be healed, and you will be met with the true passions you seek. Sorry, you can't see that. Okay. But it's funny, you know, it talks about healing there. It's just exciting. And how you can help them this month is just be a vessel of compassion. Understand, be there for them. Be gentle with yourself, be gentle with them. And, you know, don't be so hard on yourself as well as the parent. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to say it perfectly. Just be there. You know, you are a magnificent soul, mom and dad. And just be the compassion. Encourage them to be gentle with themselves. Encourage them that they are a magnificent soul. So just be a source of compassion for them this month, however that resonates with you. Now for you, mom and dad, you have limitations in the upright. I really get the sense that this is work related. I don't sense so much relationships, although that is possible. Give me one moment, please. But I really sense that you're tied up with obligations outside of your home. Home, you know, like maybe if you work from home, if you have a business from home, or, you know, maybe there's a little element of trying to maintain your home schedule. But I see this as external, other people, relationships, jobs, like family relationships, obligations to other people outside of your house. You're frustrated with that. I just see like you're tied up, and the sword is right there. You know, the answer to get rid of all of this is right next to you. So I encourage you to evaluate your present state of, you know, in January. Just acknowledge and be honest with yourself. Hey, I feel limited. Now, how can I get out of this? Because the answer is right in front of you to support you in that. It's something that you can easily get yourself out of, or change your perspective so you can start cutting through the red tape to be free in a manner that best suits you. And in reverse, you have I am standing for truth. Of course, this card, be mindful that it speaks of fear or a reluctancy to speak up and speak out, or a fear has you tied down. It could be a person that you have to, let's see if I can get this all in here. Hopefully you can read that. Go ahead and pause it. I really feel like this is a boss or somebody in a position at work where you need to say something and you're afraid because you don't know what the consequences are going to be. I would just continue to be prayerful because I don't have that answer, and I don't want to say, yeah, say it. But it's afraid. It's like a fear to stand up for your truth. And sometimes you may either have to take a calculated risk, or you may have to, you know, really work through when is the proper time. How can I address this? You know, what is the answer? So you may be in a state of mulling over, how can I say my truth? But definitely don't deny your truth, because that's only denying yourself and hurting yourself, and you'll internalize it in an unhealthy way, and it'll come out in an unhealthy way. So definitely find a way and a manner to stand up and stand for your truth and stand for the truth of others. You may have to confront someone very dear. It may be you know, I get the sense that it's a male. It could be in a relationship, that's possible, somebody that you need to kick to the curb, you know, if you're a woman. But that's what I'm getting. So let me know in the comments how this resonates with you. Again, watch the welcome video for highlights for the contests and incentives that we have going on for this month. So thank you so much for watching, and we will see you again soon.